Well, guys, just when you were getting ready to give up hope in humanity, when you felt lost and you needed direction, you were looking for leadership, all of a sudden steps up Kanye West. Kanye West has decided to run for president in 2020. Or at least that's what he tweeted, probably for a publicity stunt, because he's married to Kim Kardashian, who's the queen of publicity. Whether you look at her, her family, Caitlyn Jenner, the whole monstrosity of the machine that they pump out. And so in this video, I want to talk about one is 2020 has been a complete dookie emoji, and it's been frustrating mentally, physically, emotionally. I just got done with my afternoon Starbucks. And as I sit in a 20-minute drive-through line in Starbucks, and the summer heat is pounding on my car, my air conditioner can't keep up. I'm watching people with masks on. I'm watching the caution tape that covers the indoor seating in Starbucks. I'm watching the country on July 4th weekend look like basically a complete shit show. And I'm looking at myself and saying, is this because Donald Trump pushed a trade war? Is the country more divided than ever? Is there any peace in the world? Is there any hope? And my mom calls me up on WhatsApp and she goes, Sam, did you hear the news? I said, what news, Ma? She goes, Kanye West is running for president. I said, Ma, I gotta go. It's a tough time to be alive, guys. It's a tough time to be, well, it's an exciting time depending on who you are, okay? Depending on who you are. But what I want to say, number one, is I am thankful, okay? Because I don't want my videos to be too negative. What am I grateful for? My health. I am grateful that we have a lot to be thankful for in America still, even with the state of affairs. I'm thankful for America, thankful for my job. I'm thankful for the good people in my life. Frank, I'm thankful for you. And even though I'm making videos, guys, to document my journey, and I have to be honest on where we're at in society. I mean, sometimes I would like to just upload fun, light stuff, but I'm human. I'm in the world like you guys. I'm in Starbucks for 20 minutes on a drive-through line where everyone's wearing masks. You know, everyone's got a different bumper sticker. Some people got Trump 2020. Some people got, even though Biden's brain dead, I want him. And, now some people going to have Kanye West 2020. It's a disaster. But there's still goodness in the world. What's the goodness? Is that most people, look, I'm in civilization every day. Okay. I am in the public every day. I live in my car, I have for 3 years. I spend more time in public than the average person. And what I can tell you is the average people in society get along. They're trying to do the best they can. And the world is not falling apart, even though I totally sympathize with Frank's comment. And I thought about one of my viewers, Valerie, who used to watch my channel. She said when the coronavirus started, like, oh, the world's coming to an end. It's a relief. And I laughed at it a little bit, but it does feel a little bit sometimes the world's coming to an end. But it's just coming to an end as you know it. Like I often say, time is like a river. You can never touch the same spot twice. And I found myself today yearning for the days that I would wake up, have a Starbucks in the in-house seating, charge my electronics, get a refill, and then go work out in Planet Fitness, take a shower, jump in the beach, go back to Starbucks and, and just walk around and there not be restraints, but then I say, Sam, one is you can't go backwards. Two is, remember, this isn't going to last forever. Hopefully not. Three is we still have a lot to be thankful for. I have a lot to be grateful for, and I appreciate that. But it's a mental tennis match right now to keep your sanity, to get, but even when you get over the hurdle, and again, these are first world problems, right? Most of us, many people during the coronavirus are making more money than they did before with the enhanced unemployment benefits, etc. So a lot of people are doing good financially. Mentally is another thing. Your restriction of movement is another thing. So can Kanye West change that? Can any president change the outcome of society? The answer is yes, because in my lifetime, I can tell you the culture and the atmosphere of the country has been different, with a capital D, different under different presidents. The country was different under Reagan, okay? Crack era, okay? The Iran-Contra, remember the guy was on TV all the time, Oliver North. Under Bush 1, Desert Storm, remember the rockets, red glare all over Iraq, during when they invaded Kuwait? Bill Clinton, Times were popping. Construction workers were trading stocks. Everything was going. But then he got caught giving a blowjob. Remember, that was all over everywhere. Like, I didn't commit sexual relations. Then Al Gore wins the election, but George Bush beats him in a technical default because he got more electoral votes. Remember, they recounted in Florida. Remember, we would have had Al Gore in 2000. So we got George Bush, and then we got 9/11, and then we got the housing crisis, and then we got Barack Obama, hope and change. Then we crawled out of a depression. Some people say he didn't step up verbally enough to lead the country because we needed someone to get us together. So I said, we can do better. We can do better than Obama. We got Trump. He was going to make America great again. He was going to build the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. And for a moment, it looked like he may build the Taj Mahal. Just like in Atlantic City, I was born in New Jersey. And he built 6 casinos in Atlantic City. And all 6 of them are in rubble right now, bankruptcy. Why? Because he skyrockets up and then he crashes. And that's where we're at right now. Marin, I love you, Marin. Let me tell you something right now. I give you a big hug. I tell you, I love you. You're a special woman. Okay? And you never give up hope. You keep staying positive. You take life one day at a time. I don't care if you have a bad day eating or a good day. I love you. And my man Frank, you can eat coconut juice in Florida or just drink the juice. Well, I damn right. Okay. Because I can tell you this, no matter who's president, right now coconuts are still free in Florida. But right now it's rainy season, Frank. That's why we must discipline thyself. Wait till October when hurricane season and rainy season is over. And by then, hopefully, like Trump said in April, the coronavirus will magically go away and we'll be back in Starbucks. And now we'll be ready in October. You know what we'll be ready for? The debates. It'll be Biden versus Trump, and then Kanye West will make a special guest appearance, okay? It's going to be crazy. You think it's crazy now? Wait till October when the debates are happening, okay? It's going to get wild, man. Okay? Then, let's say Joe Biden or Kanye West beats Trump. Is Trump going to peacefully hand over the presidency? Is he going to do like Barack Obama and let him in and say, look, this is what you should do, X, Y, Z? Is he going to do that? We'll see. That'll be interesting, too. By January 2021, guys, it may be a complete double dookie emoji. But all we can do is stay thankful. We are still blessed. Majority of people still get along. You're still probably doing good. Let us be thankful for what we have. I'm thankful. Okay. I'm a little bit upset that I can't sit in Starbucks. I'm a little bit upset that I had to come to New Jersey 3 months prior to my planning. Okay. I'm a little bit upset that I have to deal with psychopaths that have a backdrop of Hong Kong, even though they've never been to Hong Kong. If you ever want to know what a mentally disturbed person on YouTube is like, go to their profile, go to their channel, okay? And if they have a backdrop of the Hong Kong city skyline, they're not Asian. What they are is mentally disturbed, and when they were in the sane asylum, that's the general backdrop that all the mental nut jobs have, okay? I did extensive research on this, guys. Okay? I know what I'm talking about, okay? Sam 2020. Well, I can tell you this, brother. I'm taking care of all the truck drivers, okay? I'm taking care of all the strippers, because the strippers suffered the worst during this recession, okay? They got no bailout, okay? And what I can tell, I'm not raising taxes either. Why? Because we found out that we can just keep printing money. I'm going to let corporations and rich people keep the money. No taxes getting raised. Guys, that's where the Democrats go wrong. Just keep printing money like Trump. Don't raise taxes on people. Fuck it. Let everyone be rich, okay? And what I could tell you guys, truck drivers getting taken care of. Rich people, poor, everyone's getting taken care of. Are people still going to bitch? Hell yeah. Guys, people like to bitch. Okay. But at least you're going to be able to eat in Starbucks. And if not, I'm going to build a Starbucks for each of the 350 million people in the world. Okay. And everyone's going to have their own Starbucks, their own stripper. Why? Because, guys, part of being a president is making promises you can't keep. And what I can tell you is this, guys. You have to decide what's best for our country. Trump, Biden, Kanye, or me. Okay? You got to make a decision. Now, most Americans in the greatest democracy of the world, they don't vote. Every election, Trump, Obama, Bush, every election, only 50% of the eligible people vote. Thank you, Frank. Only 50%. Only 50% of the eligible population vote, okay? Including people who protest. Guys, I often told you my biggest gripe with Colin Kaepernick is he didn't vote. Either did Kanye West. Kanye West didn't vote. Kanye and Kaepernick didn't vote. Guys, thank you, Infinity 1999. He got a vasectomy. I can tell you this. I'm going to try my hardest to get universal health care, but I guarantee you this. I am going to get universal vasectomy. Okay? Everyone's getting a free vasectomy on me. Okay? You can get it reversed, okay, but you got to do a $50 deductible. Okay? And you got to go through a mental screening. If you have the Hong Kong city skyline, you can never get your vasectomy reversed. You got mental problems. Now, look, Kanye West has officially been diagnosed bipolar. Okay, he said it on TMZ. Okay, so I know some of you guys are bipolar. Okay, you say, "Oh, Kanye West, my hero. Donald Trump, my hero," because they're psychopaths. I know. But guys, look, you're gonna be okay. Okay, just stay in your mommy's basement. I had a conservative. Okay, ran extension cord from his mom's house into his Ford Transit van so he could play video games and troll online. Okay, real conservative. Okay, hey man, why don't you cut that extension cord? It's like your mom's what do they call it? Like when it comes out of the navel, Maren, what do they call that thing? The umbilical cord. Why don't you cut that extension cord from your mommy's house? Okay, and why don't you go out there in the real world? Okay, where the Starbucks line is 20 minutes long. Okay. And what I could tell you is this, guys. We're in election year. Okay, it's going to get a little bit crazy. Okay? Election year brings out all the psychopaths, guys. Does anything change? Well, like I said, things change. But slowly but surely, even if you can only do a little bit each day, just show up. And hang in there, stay grateful. Savat, I love you. Omar, yeah, Bill Core. Good job, man. I love you guys. I love you. I've been struggling myself, guys, because I'm human. Okay? I got to deal with the world. I got to think about, is the YouTube channel worth it? Is life worth it? And, that's a struggle. But I'm grateful for what I have. I thought about that. I said, Sam, you got a lot to be thankful for, and I am thankful. I'm thankful. And you got to remember that, guys. Okay? You got to remember that on your journey, because there's going to be some good and bad times. But overall, in the big spectrum of life, you got to be thankful. Okay? Why? Because you want less suffering. You want less anxiety. Certainly, you want less politics in some sense. But look, it is what it is. You have to talk about because it's part of life. Okay. And Savat says, we just need to get down to Florida. That's one of my hopes. Got to keep your hope. Got to keep hope alive. I thought about that today also. I thought about you, Frank. It's like, just trying to get to October. Sometimes in life, your hope is a couple months away, Now, that's good. There's always going to be something, though. Like, I'm going to get to October, and then I'm going to have the emotional problem with, my mom. Is she going to come? Is she going to stay up here? Am I going to worry about her? It's always going to be something. Okay? Now, and when I get back down to Florida, are there going to be 100,000 cases a day? Are the beaches going to reclose because they closed this weekend? Do you know in Southeast Florida today, all the beaches are closed? Why? Because they got record-breaking coronavirus. Can Kanye West fix that? I don't know. Elon Musk, he said he fully supports Kanye West. Supposedly Elon Musk, he's from South Africa. I don't know if he got inherited money too. If his father was a rich gem miner during the apartheid. I don't know about that. He's another little sleazy. I feel like Tesla's a sleazy guy. He's not even Tesla. He's Elon Musk. He branded Tesla after the guy who originally invented it. Just like he branded SpaceX, he took over NASA. Do you know the NASA in Cocoa Beach area? Do you know that was the government's? Do you know that he took over all that infrastructure? And yes, he revamped it. But, there's a lot of government assistance there. Do you know, Tesla sold the first 6-7 years all based on government subsidies? He knows how to play the system just like Trump, just like Kanye. But do they add things to society? They do. Look, conservative, liberal, bipolar, or sanity, people add things to society. So as much as I may disagree, people add stuff. They do, And so I give them credit because I'm a loner, so I don't have it in me to be a psychopath and create a subsidized electric company for, overpriced vehicles. I don't really have it in me to do a gospel album 10 years after the gospel movement's over and marry Kim Kardashian 10 years after her vagina was still tight. So I don't have it in me to do a lot of things, so I can't bitch and moan. I have to remember that. Like, Sam, you're bitching and moaning. Do you want to be the president of the HOA? No, I had an offer a couple times. I had an offer to be a president of HOA. I had an offer to be to run my own church, and I said it was exhausting to even think about it. Okay. So who is left to run the country or the HOA? The egotistic psychopath who has a God complex. Donald Trump, Kanye West, Elon Musk. This is how you end up with certain people, but there's good people. I remember there was an RV lot I was looking to purchase in Florida. It was in a community. And I remember looking in the meeting minutes of the past year's worth of meetings for the HOA. that's what you should do. Anytime you buy property in an HOA, which stands for Homeowners Association, you should read the meeting minutes of the last year to see what's going on in the community. And as I started to read these documents, I realized that the president was a good, fair-hearted person. Not perfect, no one is, and he always posted what he felt was right, wrong, and he always gave the other opinions to be voiced. And he did things very fairly. You could tell from the minutes and the way things were explained, and even when it wasn't in his best interest to say something, he said it to, shed light on his own mistakes. And what I came to read, I said, man, it's amazing. But he was looking to step down because he was very elderly. And he says, look, guys, for the past 2 years, I've been asking people to step up and be the president or run for the president of the HOA. I'm appreciative of what we've been able to accomplish, but I'm tired. I'm getting old. Someone else has to step up. There's a leadership vacuum. But out of the 500 RV lots in the community, no one wanted to run for the president. Everyone wanted to bitch and moan. You should have saw the list of grievances. The list of grievances. Like everyone likes to talk about what's wrong, but no one wants to step up to the plate. And so this good guy was burnt out. So who steps up? Kanye West. Who steps up? The psychopath that's been divorced twice and has OCD and doesn't even let the landscapers cut his grass because he's too particular. Now he's the HOA president. This is how leadership vacuums take place. Tyrants run shit. Okay. And I understand. Maybe I'm just as guilty because I just want to live in my car and not be bothered. Maybe I'm just as guilty. It's true. Something to think about today as we embark upon election season. It's going to get crazy, guys. It's going to get a little crazy. It's going to be a circus. Donald Trump often compared himself to a circus ringmaster. Like it's all entertainment. Don't forget, that's his claim to fame, was pretty much to show The Apprentice, where he hired his family members and fired hardworking people because they weren't working hard enough. Gotta love America, man. You gotta love it. America's a good place. Good place. But we do have a lot to be grateful for. We do. And there's certainly a bad counterbalance in society right now where no one's thankful for anything. No one has a fair evaluation. Like, even though there are problems in the country, we're still blessed with a lot. And I appreciate that. But it's hard. I understand that too. Humans want to complain. It's just human nature. And what happens is you're sitting in your car in 90-degree weather. You want to go in the fresh air conditioning of Starbucks, but there's caution tape because we're in a pandemic. And we're in a pandemic. It just happens that Trump was talking as tough to China as anyone has. Not because he wanted to get the iPhone made in the U.S., but because he wanted to subsidize farmers who hire immigrants. Interesting. So all of a sudden, this magical thing comes from China. Supposedly, who knows? And you're sitting there with a face mask on in the middle of the summer. You saw Trump use the military on his own people, talking crazy. And you say, should I blame the whole world problems on Trump? You say, not everything's his fault. And then you see someone, real low character, person with bipolar, and they support Trump. And you say, you know what? These fucking assholes, they did it to us. And then they start talking about Pizzagate and all types of crazy shit. And then you look on their channel and say, well, maybe this person's a fair-minded person and I'm being short-sighted. And then you see they got the Hong Kong city skyline as their backdrop. And they've never been to Hong Kong. They're in Kentucky. Oh, there's psychopaths out there. And they're on YouTube. Okay. And it's not easy. Okay. It's not easy dealing with all these pressures. And this is why you get the complaining in society. So I moved to the U.S. in 1998. That's when I graduated high school. It's not perfect. Nothing is. You're damn right. But there is opportunity in the U.S. Thumbs up to that. I agree. We're blessed in the U.S. Those who've been overseas, lived in other countries. Now, I will say, look, Australia, Canada, parts of Europe, they're blessed too. So obviously, if you come from Bosnia, if you come from, I had a guy, I used to live in my community, came from Lebanon. You come from different worn, torn, countries or countries in poverty, the Philippines. Look, America's like, oh shit, I could work at Starbucks, make $12 an hour, and not get shot. Praise the Lord. So, but you come from Canada, you got universal health care, you got a lot of shit. Everyone's wearing masks. You got less than 1,000 deaths. You're like, oh shit, Americans crazy, you know. But then there's always a Mr. Wonderful in Canada. Canada's cold as hell weather, so I would still rather be in America. Or you in Australia, like my viewer Juliano, my member, love to you, Juliano. And you're trying to do the best you can. You're dealing with the senior citizen homes with your family. So there's other great parts of the world other than America. See, America now has to realize that too. America's not the only show in town. Okay. But Americans have to realize too, we are still very blessed and we have a lot to be grateful for. Now, it's all relative to your perspective. I heard someone say today, they said online, if people don't like it in America, they should go to a third world country for a year. I recommend everyone do. I told him I recommend everyone should live in a ghetto in America for at least a year. I recommend they do. I think if you live in the ghetto, any ghetto, and it could be in the Kentucky mobile homes for a year, West Virginia mobile homes, or you can live in the middle of the Bronx. Live there for a year, 2 years. Get perspective on other people in the country. That would make us more united. Okay. But look, when you live in your house and you're running an extension cord to your mommy's electricity and you're a conservative because you believe in free market capitalism, that's fucking disaster. It's a disaster, guys. There's a disconnect, and that's where we're at. Are we going to overcome? Look, I have hope. I do have hope. I have gratitude and I have hope. My hope right now is to get to October. Why? So we can get to Florida. There's going to be something else then, okay? We'll see how everything plays out. But we have to remember to keep pushing forward and to try to keep doing things within the day that bring us joy, gratitude, and when we get frustrated, to look at the bigger picture. And time goes by quick. We're halfway through 2020, thank God. 2020, but in many ways, look, 2020 has still been good to me, so I have to be thankful. Okay, still my health, I have many things to be grateful for. I crossed over 10,000 subscribers in 2020. That's good. So a lot to be grateful for. And before you know it, we'll be in 2021. Now, will Kanye West be the president? And that's an interesting thing. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It does matter who's the president. Will the world end depending on who's the president? Probably not, but you may go through a pandemic. You may go through a war depending on the president. Definitely who is the president historically, factually has made a difference. You can look back in history. Who the president is makes a difference. It does. So anytime someone who probably doesn't vote, who doesn't have hope, who doesn't have dreams, anytime they say that the president doesn't matter, they're liars. Now, where they have truth is there's hypocrisy behind the election. There's big money behind all candidates. There's the corporations that lobby the government. Money rules the world. So there's no president that's going to bring absolute truth and justice to the world, because we live in an imperfect world. The earth itself is on a tilt, okay? And so, there's has to be perspective within life, okay? And that's what we're talking about today, whether it's Kanye West, Trump, Biden, Andrew Yang, AOC. Some may be better or worse depending on your perspective. Now, if you're bipolar, your perspective is going to change about every hour, okay? Especially if you ain't on meds, okay? A couple of people try to come in my live chats until it was members only. Yeah, their ass out of here now, man. All the bipolars that can't even sign up to get a credit card, you have the members only. Yep, you're gone, okay? Best thing I ever did, okay? So what I could tell you is this, guys, okay? Run an extension cord to your mommy's electricity, or visit your mom in New Jersey, or try to beat your mom with a hammer like Ben Carson. Whatever you do. Did you see that one person down in, I don't know, some type of army breaks? He beat, it was a male sergeant, beat a woman to death with a hammer. Then he got his ex-girlfriend to come chop the body up and bury it. Some psychopaths in the army, man. Yep. Why did they go to the army? For free college? Yeah. And free money, yeah. Guys, there's some patriots, man. Like, we talking about honor the police, honor the military, not this psychopath. Throw him under, he killed himself. He was questioned by law, and as soon as he was questioned, he pulled out his gun and killed himself. Now they're going to get his ex-wife. So guys, remember, not everyone who's in the army is honorable. Not everyone who's a priest is honorable. Not everyone who's a president is honorable. A title doesn't make you honorable. Okay? Never forget that. Whether you drive a truck, whether you're Elon Musk and you're scamming the subsidies from green energy, or you're Donald Trump and you're destroying the country through dirty coal, doesn't matter. Everyone's got a scam, a hustle, an agenda. Okay. But let us be grateful. Let us be grateful for the good people that don't cut in front of you at the Starbucks line, that are working hard in Starbucks, the essential workers. Let us be grateful and let us push forward in life and do the best we can. One day at a time, one step at a time. And when you're totally ready to lose it and you're like Frank and you're in Upper East Side of Manhattan, remember, you're in the Upper East Side of Manhattan. It could be worse. It could be worse. Walk up to Harlem. Walk up to 125. Go past 125. Go to 150th. Okay, change your perspective. Everyone that says you should leave the country and go to a third world country for a year, why don't you leave the comfort of your home and go into the ghetto for a year? Change your fucking perspective on the country. Okay, change your fucking perspective on the country. You won't do it. That's truth. Okay. So what I can tell you is this, there's psychopaths everywhere. Okay. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you do. Okay. Kanye West, he made it from poverty in Chicago, made it from poverty, became wealthy, got in debt, re-upped, married into money, capitalized off his fame, sold overpriced sneakers made in China. Sound familiar? Guys, we in the capitalist, baby. Okay. So Jesus walks, but Jesus sells merchandise too. Okay. 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 So, what I could tell you is this, guys. The real Jesus is probably a socialist. If you really thought about Jesus, probably Bernie Sanders. But America don't want that. Okay. We want, and I don't blame them. I don't think we want all of that. We want a balance of things. We want balance. Okay. We want balance in life. Okay. We don't want extremism, but we get extremism. Why? Because it's exciting. You know, who wants a balanced diet? You want Doritos. You want Chipotle. Okay. You want a cream cheese bagel. I had one this afternoon. That was good. I know some of you ugly psychopaths that are, you want to get with me, whether you're gay or just an ugly chick. You want me to get back in the best shape of my life so you can masturbate to screenshots. I'm not going to do it for you, okay? Guys, I'm a stripper on my own terms. I'm 1099 stripper, okay? I don't work for you. This ain't the Players Club. You're not Bernie Mac. Okay? I strip on my own terms, guys. Okay? Never forget that, too. Members only. Look at all the cheap psychopaths never getting on this live chat again. Damn it, I love this. Damn! We're going to make America great again, okay? We're going to make it great. So what I can tell you is this, guys. I gave you the best 28 minutes of your day. Okay, what are you going to do with the rest of your time? You got 24 hours in a day. I only took a half hour. Okay. But I hope I changed your fucking perspective. Okay. I hope I made you grateful. I hope I made you encouraged. I hope I made you laugh. And I hope I made you think. Okay. Because that's the end game, guys. And I appreciate everyone checking in. I appreciate Frank. Marin, thank you for the tip. Great to see you. My man, Frank Breeze, thank you, brother. I love you all my heart. And Affinity. My man, everyone out there with the vasectomy, thumbs up to that. My man, Savat, you drive safe out there, brother. We're going to do it. We're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to be grateful for everything we have. And we're going to remember, most people are good. There's a couple that are bad, but we're going to navigate around them. All right, guys, keep pushing forward. Peace and love.